Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of the Grandstand here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I'm, as always, your host, AR the Ohio Patriot. And for today's episode, we're going to talk about several different topics. The biggest one of the day being my move possibly being delayed now, mostly because as of this morning, the stupid fucking real estate company, even though they have my sister as a co-signer, is denying me because of quote-unquote insufficient verification of income. And it's like, because I fucking told you people, I literally have no income, and she's going to be paying for the fucking place. And that's why she's a co-signer. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, so they apparently denied me over that. So, like, if this is going to be continued denial, I don't know. We're going to try and figure it out here, I'm guessing, the next day or two. But yeah, if they're going to continue to deny me like that, like we basically just wasted $100 on fucking background checks for her and I, which is bullshit anyway. So yeah, I'm beyond pissed right now is what it is, dude. That being said, when I talked to the guy last week who was not my family friend, but he was the other dude who's interested party right now who put in an offer, I guess, here. And he even straight up told me then, he's like, yeah, you know, something, because they were saying, they're like, oh yeah, if this thing doesn't work out over the case B, like, you know, you could always just stay here for a few months or whatever, maybe till the end of the year, whatever it is there, and then just pay him a few $100 a month or whatever it is then. So that might be what ends up happening, honestly. Like, not by choice, obviously, but like, it might just be a situation like that where literally I have to stay here for the rest of the year then, because of, you know, a bunch of fuckery basically with the other place. So I don't know. It's fucking stupid to me, honestly. And it might be a situation where I just need to call them up, or maybe my sister's. I don't know how it's going to work then, because I would think honestly it needs to be her call at this point because she's the co-owner, and it would be her verified income and stuff. Just what's so stupid to me too, by the way, is I specifically told the guy that was the property manager last week when I saw the place. I was like, hey, you know, I'm gonna have to have a co-signer here because I cannot afford this place myself. Is what it is right now, because I don't have any income. Is what it is. And he straight up told me, he's like, yeah, it's cool. And from my understanding, the way he was saying that was, okay, you'd still be approved and stuff like that's what it is. So I don't fucking know. It's retarded, dude, is what it is. But yeah, the problem is, it's like, I don't know. Maybe I should, thinking back on it, maybe I should have just been like, okay, when they're telling me, like, okay, you know, you need to verify whatever the case be. Like, it might have been something where I need to just call her up and be like, hey, we need your fucking pay, like a picture of your pay stub, basically, to like verify, quote unquote, verify my income, because it'd be your income at that point paying for it. So I don't know. It's just a bunch of shit, honestly, all the way around. And it's beyond infuriating right now, dude. Like, it saddens me on a bunch of different fronts for a bunch of different reasons. Mostly because I was looking to start a new fucking chapter in my life, and hopefully my health would improve, honestly, in that one. But yeah, now I'm basically just like back to square one is what it is right now, with like literally fucking like 8 days or so to go before we're supposed to move out of this fucking place, potentially. So I don't know, man. Because yeah, the plan right now is to move me out like pretty much like somewhere between like next Tuesday and next Wednesday. So that ain't gonna happen, obviously, if I got denied here. So yeah, just fucking infuriating, dude. So yeah, I have no clue what the fuck's going on right now is what it is. That being said, interestingly enough, when they did the background check for me, which I didn't know, apparently they do like watch list stuff, so I'm guessing that'd be like terrorist watch lists and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not on any watch list, so that's kind of funny. Ironic, honestly, given the fact that, you know, you had those Fed boys 5 years ago try to fuck with my life and stuff like that. So, you know, who knows what's up, man. And then as it is, I'll probably have to learn to shoot offhand pretty soon because fucking fingers on this hand, as of last night, are starting to hurt to the point where there's arthritic pain. So I can still technically hold a gun with them, but it's hard to grip properly with the way the arthritis is in the hand. Whereas this hand's not too bad right now. Like, usually it's only the middle finger that hurts. Right at the tip is what it is. So, potentially it might have to be an offhand shoot pretty soon as it'll be. But, yeah, it is what it is. But, yeah, it really pisses me off about the apartment thing, man. Because I was totally looking forward to moving to this place and stuff like that and going fishing and everything like that, dude. Like, I was all jazzed to go fishing in like a week or so. So, just hang out and fucking, meet some new people. Maybe meet a new love interest or two or something like that is what it is there. Got some single ladies in the apartment complex or something. So, yeah, it just fucking sucks, bro. Fucking sucks as much as what it is there. And of course you got people. This fucking thing is telling me, oh, you got your ad block. Yeah, of course I got my fucking ad blocker on, you dicks. So, I think it's working now, though. But yeah, you got this fucking horse shit coming out of here in Ohio, which is quote-unquote campaign to get new political map-making system on Ohio's ballot submits more than 700,000 signatures. I want to point something out on this one. This is why this bullshit should be literally null and void on the fucking spot, because all these old fucking assholes right here are only Bloomberg and Soros fucking paid, and they're led by the stupid fucking cunt who used to be the state Supreme Court justice. Like, the little head of it is what it is there, like the Chief Justice, Maureen O'Connor, and then another dumb cunt who was appointed by that idiot Ted Strickland years ago for a single, I think it was actually maybe, I think it was roughly like a year or something she was in there for, some black chick. And yeah, right after like you had an actual election cycle then, her ass was booted out on the fucking spot is what it is then for the Supreme Court then. So, and it's these two pieces of shit that are the head of that fucking thing. I want to point something out too for that matter, is that 3 years ago, Allison Russo, current minority leader of the Democrat Party, literally took a big-ass fat envelope full of cash from Austin Man Action on camera at a House Oversight Committee hearing for constitutional carry here in Ohio, and then proceeded, like a few minutes later, to walk out of the place and may or may not have given that envelope full of cash to Maureen O'Connor is what it is, dude. But here's the thing, right? O'Connor, since last year, since the abortion thing is what it is there, they've all been in league. Her, this other woman, Russo, etc., have all been in league with Bloomberg and Soros dark money to, first of all, stop the 6% threshold amendment from going through last year as an August election, then forcing through their horseshit fucking genocide of the unborn on demand until moment of birth, and then also child sterilization through hormone drugs and stuff like that's what it is too. And then they passed that bullshit with like 55% of the vote or something like that's what it was then. And now they're trying this bullshit too, dude. And what they really mean by the quote-unquote end gerrymandering is, what they're really talking about is they want Democrats to rule the fucking state, and I'll be goddamned if I let that fucking shit happen on my fucking watch, bitches. I will sue your fucking asses into the ground if Frank Lewis proves this bullshit, dude. You will have a lawsuit so far up your fucking ass, it'll be coming out your goddamn mouth from me, dude, at that point, because I'm not letting this fucking crap happen again, dude. You want to end gerrymandering in Ohio, dude? Then go with my fucking thing of one county, one rep, bitches. Stop having fucking 12 Democrats down in Columbus represent Franklin County. Stop having fucking 10 Democrats up in fucking Cuyahoga County represent the Cleveland area. Stop having another fucking 10 Democrats or so represent Cincinnati, Toledo, etc. There's what it is, dude. When you have 5, 6 fucking districts, there's what it is for a single fucking county, assholes. Or in the same vein of things, stop having fucking 3 Republicans represent Stark County. We could have 1, is what it is there. Because Stark is like one of the only counties that actually has multiple representation of Republicans here is what it is, dude. But yet you have, like, again, like I said, it's anywhere from like 10 to 12 or so in Franklin County, Cuyahoga County, Hamilton County, etc. there for Democrats. Technically Hamilton is more like, I think it's about 7 to 8 Democrats, and it's like 2 Republicans or something like that. But then you also have Montgomery, which is where Dayton is. That's all fucking Democrats. It's like 3 or 4 seats. There's what it is there. Same with Toledo, 2 or 3 seats up there is what it is, dude. That's how you make up the 30 is what it is then. So, yeah, we don't need fucking Democrat pieces of shit making up the fucking maps is what it is, dude. It shouldn't matter. That's the entire point, dude. Like, it's stupid how it breaks down anyway, because it's all, like, supposedly, like, 700,000 people, I think is what it is, or something like that. It's all stupid as fuck. But again, it should not matter if you have, you know, 1,000,000 people in one county, or almost 1,000,000 people in one county, and then, like, you know, 100,000 or less in another county. It's a way to get rid of more people is what it is. They're in power is what it is, dude. It's a way to make government better by making it less people is what it is then. So, anyway. Yes, what's that here? It said, backers of a proposal to change Ohio's troubled political map-making system delivered hundreds of thousands of signatures on Monday as they worked to qualify for the statewide ballot this fall. Said citizens, not politicians, literally led by Maroon O'Connor and company, like I said, dropped off more than 700,000 petition signatures to Republican Secretary of State Frank Lewis's office in downtown Columbus, according to Gene Miller, director of League of Women Voters, which is, by the way, a whole leftist group of itself. There is what it is. So LaRose now will work with local election boards to determine if at least 413,446 signatures are valid. I guarantee they're not. So which will get the proposal on the November 5th ballot. It's a group's amendment aims to replace the current Ohio Redistricting Commission, made up of 3 statewide office holders and 4 state lawmakers, with an independent body selected directly by citizens. This is a fucking lie, by the way. They've already admitted that it's all going to be a bunch of Democrats fucking leading this crap is what it is, dude. It's not going to be a bunch of citizens leading it. It's going to be literally fucking 7 pieces of shit that are all bought and paid for by Bloomberg and Soros, etc. there, dude. This new panel's member will be diversified by party affiliation and geography. Yeah, horse shit it will be. It'll be a bunch of fucking minorities that are all voting Democrat for life, dude, is what's going to be there. Fuck that noise. Anyway, so the effort to make ballot was plagued by early delays. Republican Attorney General Dave Yost raised 2 rounds of objections to the petition language before wording was initially certified. So then, after the Ohio Ballot Board unanimously cleared the measure in October 2023, which, by the way, the Ohio Ballot Board is corrupt as fuck, too, for that matter, because they were the assholes that did the abortion on demand shit, and every single one of their fucking rhino and dem asses should have been in fucking prison right now for that crap. It is what it is. For mass genocide. As organizers were forced to resubmit the petitions due to a single-digit typo on the date. It said, quote, just a great day for Ohio and Ohio's democracy. We're a fucking constitutional republic, you dumb cunt lady. Said citizens across the state came together to make sure that we could get on the ballot this fall and finally end gerrymandering. You're the ones fucking gerrymandering, bitch! You gerrymander in every fucking leftist area in this goddamn state to have like 20 more fucking Republicans, or sorry, have 20 more fucking Democrats in the goddamn state house than there fucking should be. Literally, if we had 1 county, 1 rep laws on the books right fucking now, dude, you would have 8 Democrats in power right now in the state house. Oh, wait. That's a Democrats, right? Okay, yeah. You have 8 Democrats in the fucking state house right now based on literally leftist districts in the state is what it is. Leftist counties in the state. Whether that be Franklin, whether that be Cuyahoga, whether that be Hamilton, Montgomery, etc., dude. You know, wherever the fuck Toledo's at, there's what it is. All these places like that. Hell, you may even have a start in blue for that matter, depending. Because we'd have like Akron and stuff like that, and there is what it is, and also Canton too for that matter. So you basically would have like 8, give or take. Then you would have like probably like 30 or 40 Republican districts in the state. And then you'd have the rest that would all be various independent and third-party candidates because you actually end the fucking bullshit 2-party rule in this fucking state is what it is. That's the problem right there. They don't want to end gerrymandering. What they want to end is a Republican supermajority so they can get their fucking piece of shit Democrats back in power so they can continue to steal our fucking gun rights and everything else for that matter, pass their bullshit unconstitutional red flag laws, pass their bullshit unconstitutional safe storage laws, pass their bullshit unconstitutional fucking universal background check garbage, etc., dude. Things I've fought against for 5 fucking years now, people, and I will not stop fighting against that fucking bullshit because it is all unconstitutional, fucking trash, and every single Democrat currently sitting in power should currently be in Ohio prison right now for literally pushing for that crap is what it is, dude, based on deprivation of rights or color of law charges. But the problem is nobody's ever being arrested on that shit because it's all misdemeanor charges instead of being fucking felonies is what it is. So, anyway. Continuing on, so the effort follows the existing structure's repeated failure to procure constitutional maps. Bullshit it does, dude. You literally had constitutional maps for the last two election cycles. What you had was that old fucking cunt Marino Connor, who is a rhino sack of shit, who most likely, envelope full of cash Alice Russo was given by Mama's Main Action members, was directly handed to O'Connor as a fucking bribe, dude, for her to basically be like, oh no, I'm going to side with the fucking 3 Democrats on the state Supreme Court and rule these maps unconstitutional now. That's what she fucking did, by the way. It's a bunch of shit is what it is, dude. And then it talks about the maps being gerrymandered unconstitutionally. So a month later, ballot campaign was announced. Yeah, bipartisan my ass, dude. Unanimously voted to approve new statewide maps, with the majority Democrats conceding to better, fairer maps that nonetheless continue to deliver the state's ruling Republicans a robust political advantage. And that's the whole point, right? Ohio is a fucking red state, dude, legitimately. At least according to two-party system it is anyway. Now, granted, if we actually did it correctly, what we would be super minority Democrats, like 8 to 10 seats across the fucking board right now, state house, state senate, etc. there. Maybe 12 or so, depending. And then you'd have, like I said, about probably 50 to 60, in both chambers, of Republicans. And then you would have legitimately, like, probably about half the state house right now, and the state senate too, for that matter, would be various independent people with like independent next to their name. They would have libertarian next to their name. They would have Green Party next to their name. They would have Constitutional Party next to their name. Everything at that point, dude. If we actually had the bullshit 2-party system ended that Casey put in place to get reelected back in 2014. So anyway, it's the same September. Congressional maps favoring Republicans were put in place too after the state Supreme Court dismissed a group of legal challenges at the request of voter rights groups that have brought them. So groups told the court that continuing to pursue the lawsuits against GOP drawn maps brought turmoil not in the best interest of Ohio voters. Exactly. So why the fuck even do this shit then, dude? All you're doing is trying to fuck us over in the long run with this, people. That's all you're trying to do right now. That's all Marino Connor's trying to do. That's all this fucking dumb cunt. Fuck's that dumb bitch's name here? So I'm trying to figure out that one woman's name was there. That Miller woman. Yeah, Jen Miller is who I'm talking about right there for the League of Women Voters, which, by the way, is a whole leftist group of cunts is what it is, dude. They've been bitching and moaning the entire fucking time is what it is, and I'm sick and tired of their fucking asses too at this point, bro. Just a bunch of old biddies who don't have any fucking better thing to do with their goddamn time. So, no, it's my sister calling me up right now. I gotta take this call. All right, I'm back. So yeah, I just talked to my sister about it, and she said it could be that they weren't yanking her as a co-signer for some reason, and yeah, I just need to call up the guy and be like, hey, like, what's the deal here? And hopefully they'll work it out that way. So, because I just tried to verify my thing right now, and it's already telling me I can't do it because my thing's expired, though, which makes logical sense. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to call them up here in a few minutes then, and then go from there, basically. Such a fucking pain in the ass is what it is, dude. I feel like I honestly feel like though, like this whole thing is basically just like a sign of like, hey, might be smart to just stay here till the end of the year kind of thing though. But sister's obviously fucking all about getting me out of the fucking house for some reason. So, you know, it is what it is. So, anyway, but yeah, last thing I want to talk about today before we leave though was this shit right here, which is Supreme Court strikes down anti-censorship social media laws and win for tech platforms. Yeah, it's non-constitutional, bunch of horseshit entirely, dude. They also apparently SCOTUS ruled today about the whole thing with President Trump's lawsuit. That apparently it's only going to give like some win to him there. It's not going to be like a full immunity or whatever then. Which the most BS part of that whole thing was you have Ketanji Brown Jackson, who was literally should be considered null and void on the spot right now in SCOTUS because she was literally appointed by a fucking cheater. So any ruling that she's part of is null and void at that point, in my opinion, anyway, as it should be. But yeah, you had yeah, this is Post Millennials article here. It says Supreme Court rules Trump does have presidential immunity for official acts. The president therefore may not be prosecuted for exercising his core constitutional powers, and he is entitled, at a minimum, to a punitive immunity from prosecution for his official acts. So that's basically the ruling that did hand him was basically that sort of half one is what it is there. But it's not like full immunity for other stuff is what it be then, so they can still potentially prosecute him on some other bullshit. That's what it is. Again, it's just a bunch of BS is what it is at the end of the day, dude. It's just a way to fuck him over out of the presidency that he rightfully should be in power right now for. So, also, I do want to talk about this one too, for that matter, because it again shows the deception of mainstream media and the headlines and stuff like that. So you have this headline: voters kick all Republican women out of South Carolina Senate. What they fail to mention in that headline is the women that they kicked out are a bunch of fucking baby-killing pieces of shit in South Carolina. Because as it says right here, it said the only 3 Republican women in the South Carolina Senate took on their party and stopped a, quote, total abortion ban from passing in their state last year. In return, they lost their jobs. Good. Fuck them. So voters removed Senators Sandy San, Penry Gustafson, and Katrina Sally from office during sparsely turned out primaries in June, and by doing so, completely vacated the Republican wing of the 5-member sister senators. What a fucking bunch of... Why would you give yourself a dumbass name like that, dude? That's so fucking stupid is what it is, dude. So stupid. So the female contingent that included 2 Democrats and was joined in their opposition to the abortion ban. Like, here's my problem, is even calling it an abortion ban. It's not a fucking abortion ban, dude. It's literally ending child murder and mass fucking genocide of the unborn. That's what you're actually doing. You're killing kids in the womb, bro. So yeah, fuck those fucking stupid cunts. They deserve to be booted out of office for that whole thing, dude. Anyways, as for Republicans, the departures of San, Gustafson, and Sally likely means there will be no women in the majority party of the state Senate when the next session starts in 2025. Good. Fuck them. Women shouldn't be in power anyway. 19th Amendment was a bunch of bullshit entirely, dude. Seriously. Like, seriously, look what's happened since women got voting rights in this country, dude, in 1919. They fucked it up for the last 100+ years now. For everybody. Anyway. I'm not saying there shouldn't be some women voters, obviously, but there's definitely a bunch of them out there that you're not have voting rights across the board, and it's all these fucking cunts voting to fucking kill kids on demand and stuff like that, dude. Or taking their own children to fucking pride parades with dudes having their dicks out and getting BJs in the fucking corner and stuff like that. Which apparently was going on there in California yesterday, I guess. There was all kinds of nudity going on there, and then when the cops were talked about it, they're like, oh, it's perfectly fine to be naked out here in California as long as you're not doing it for quote-unquote sexual gratification. Yet, meanwhile, there's fucking dudes giving other dudes blowjobs over in the corner, apparently, in, like, various parts of that fucking pride parade yesterday there in California. It's like, are you fucking kidding me, people? Shit, I saw a video yesterday, actually. I can't show it, obviously, on here because of, nudity and stuff like that. But yeah, you had some woman walk up to some dude. This dude, by the way, was fucking bare ass naked except for like these little like weird, it was like a weird ass banana hammock kind of thing that did not cover his dick, by the way, because his dick was fucking fully erect and she had her hand fucking grabbing on his cock is what it is, dude. And it's like, how the hell is that not indecent exposure immediately, dude? Like, why are these people on the fucking sex offender registry, for God's sakes? Like, it's just like, oh my God, bro. Like, we are literally living in Sodom and Gomorrah again, dude. Anyway, continuing on with the rest of this article for South Carolina here. It says no woman in their state, no Republican woman in their state senate there for next go around. Said it could also mean that women will not wield power for decades in the fiercely conservative state where they have long struggled to gain entry in the state legislature. Well, maybe you shouldn't have fucked it up for everybody else, you dumb cunts. Maybe that was your fucking fault for literally fucking voting to have abortion on demand, you fucking whores. Yeah, you fucked it up for everybody else. San, Gustafson, and Sally or Sahili, you fucking idiots. Anyway, says how scant has political influence historically been for women in South Carolina. Small portraits of every woman who has ever served in the 170 state seat General Assembly in the 250 years it has met fit on a poster framed just outside the governor's office. Okay, so what the fuck's the point, dude? So you're basically saying, oh, there's not a lot of women in power here in the 250 years that this exists as a state. Who gives a shit? It's fucking stupid is what it is. Anyways, the sudden departure of Republican women represents a political power issue because the Senate doles out clout and responsibility to the majority party based on seniority. Since half the members in the GOP-dominated state were elected in 2012 or before, so it will likely be the 2040s before any Republican woman elected in the future can raise to leadership or a committee chairmanship. Good. like I say on that one, dude. That is kind of messed up, though, honestly, if you think about it, right? Because you have it based on seniority. Like, and again, this is why you have term limits in place, by the way, which unfortunately we have them here in Ohio, supposedly, but then people keep breaking them every election cycle is what it is. It's another thing I'm going to talk about entirely, dude. It's like, the thing is, going back to that whole gerrymandering thing for here in Ohio is what it is, dude. It's not that we are a gerrymandered state. It's that you have the same fucking assholes for 30 fucking years now going back and forth between the state house and the state senate, and it's both Democrats and Republicans. And I'm actually gonna go to our X page here in the next couple of days. I'm gonna make a whole fucking list of people that have done that shit in the last like 5 election cycles, basically since like 2016 or so. So, as I can tell you right now, for the last election cycle, there was a bunch of them. There was Cecil Thomas, termed out of the state senate, now in the state house, Democrat, anti-gun, sack shooter, should be in the state prison right now. You got fucking dickhead Casey Weinstein, who's now trying to jump to the state senate after being termed out of the state house right now. He's a fucking hate hoaxing piece of shit who should be in prison right now. Not even state prison, federal prison right now. For committing hate hoax on himself a month after I was federally swatted in 2019. Not to mention he's done a bunch of anti-gun shit since then that should all be various, misdemeanors and felony sentences as well, for that matter. You got, who was it last time around? It was 2 of the black female Democrats who jumped to the state senate then. You had Terry Johnson, or not Terry Johnson. Oh, God, who was the other guy? The one I was giving shit to for giving first hearings to Democrats for gun control, but I didn't know we had that role in place there. who's now the committee chairman for the House Oversight Committee here in Ohio. He used to be a state senator, and now he's a state house rep. And he should have been turned out entirely then last go around. You have, I'm trying to think who else now. There was at least one Republican who jumped over the other way. That's what it was. This go around, there's also Republicans like Susan Manchester who are trying to jump to this from the state house to the state senate. George Lang, who's a state senator right now, used to be in the state house before Trump was kicked in place there, and then he ended up, him and Candace Keller. She was actually not termed that go around. She was only 6 years into her 8-year term, is what it is. But she tried to primary him as what it was, and ended up getting primary out herself as what it was. And then she also tried to primary him this year as well, and lost by like double digits. So I'm not sure if it's because people don't like her because of the fact that she is, pro-life and stuff like that, or what it is there. And they feel like Lang is more of a moderate Republican, or really just Rhino's what it is there. Because Lang is definitely a party line sack of shit, basically, dude. He is not likable at all. I hate that fucking guy, 100%, dude. He will only vote for gun rights if he's basically forced to. He doesn't give a shit about your Second Amendment rights. He doesn't give a shit about the constitutional elected office, anything like that, dude, whereas Candace Keller actually does. So, anyway. But, yeah, going back to the thing here is what it is. So, yeah, he said it was most likely that 24 Republican women elected in the future can rise to leadership, to committee chairman, stuff like that. What was there. It says, quote, women, somebody else is going to have to step up. Somebody else is going to have to come and make things right, Sands said in her farewell speech on June 26th. It says, barring a woman winning a race in November in a district dominated by the other party, there will only be 2 women in the 46-member South Carolina State Senate when the 126th session starts in January. No other state in the country would have fewer women in its upper chamber, according to the Center for American Women in Politics. See, and that's the problem right there, is this whole fucking thing based on like, oh, it's all about gender bullshit, or it's all about fucking politics bullshit. Like, fuck yourselves, dude. Seriously. Like, he's on here. Women make up 55% of the state's registered voters. So? Okay, well, here's my question on that one, right? So you're claiming that women make up 55% of the voter base. Okay, and how many of those people claim to be trans women? Is it 1%? Is it 2%? Is it like a part of a percent? What is it, man? So, anyway. It says that gap should be alarming to anyone in South Carolina, said Senator Tamika Isaac Devon, who took her seat this year in a special election and became the 6th member of the, quote, Senate sister senators. Again, such a stupid fucking name, dude. Like, what the hell is that retarded shit, dude? That's like the squad, basically, is what they're calling themselves, essentially. It's just fucking retarded, dude. I guarantee if I look up this woman, she's black. Let's go ahead and look her up, though, anyway. Ha! I called it. Yeah, she looks like the kind that would try to raise a fucking stank, man. So, anyway, it says next year, Devine and fellow Democrats, Margie Bright Williams. Oh, okay. And fellow Democrat Margie Bright Williams will likely be the only woman in the chamber. Well, who's to say you're going to be there after that, actually? Well, it's funny to me that they say that they most likely she'll be there is what it is. Okay. Is that going to be the case, though, considering there's a special election that got her in there? Or is it going to be, there's going to be an actual election this year where she's up for re-election and she gets voted the fuck out too? And so there's another woman for that matter as well, dude. So there would be potentially 0 women in the South Carolina Senate chambers. That would actually be kind of funny if that happened, though. I'm not going to lie. Be like, yeah, your sister senators are gone for good. Go fuck yourselves, hoes. Anyway, it's continued on here. This divine woman said, no matter how much empathy men can have, they have not had babies. They have not had hysterectomies. They haven't had some of the health care issues or the community issues we deal with every day. Well, that's pretty fucking sexist, lady. That's pretty misandrous, isn't it, lady? Just because a dude can't have a fucking kid doesn't mean you shouldn't have a right to actually have, the the ability to have kids be born alive, you dumb cunt. Anyway, so instead of a total abortion ban, South Carolina ended up with a ban once cardiac activity is detected, so basically heartbeat is what it is, typically 6 weeks into pregnancy. So after that, the 3 sister senators, followed by 2 Democrats, gained international acclaim. Says covers that, and by the way, that's what it fucking is, essentially, dude. It's them wanting to get fucking fame and fortune is what it is. Because that's the problem. You got the fucking piece of shit fucking casting call Congress cunts like AOC who have made themselves into this weird, retarded ass wannabe fucking Hollywood celeb type piece of shit. Instead of actually taking politics seriously in this fucking country. They just want to make a name for them fucking selves so they'll get up and say some stupid shit is what it is there, dude. And no matter what, if it's good or bad, or if that be the case, they're making them fucking stink or whatever the case be to make themselves look good is what it is then. And make a name for themselves is what it is at the end of the day. And they're going to business for themselves and making some kind of fucked up, retarded brand is again is what it is. And by the way, that's again one of the oddity cues from this fucking entire thing for looking power in this country, dude. You're trying to pull shit like that, like your ass is just gone completely from power is what it is, dude. End of fucking story. Not to mention if you're trying to push like unconstitutional shit like gun bans or killing kids in the womb, etc. there, again, you're fucking done. You're done entirely. And if you're trying to run those platforms for office, dude, you're fucking out of the race entirely is what it is then. Doesn't need to be anymore, dude. For real. It's time to make this country back to what it used to be, man. Fucking great nation of life, liberty, and property. But yeah, of course they made fucking international news and shit like that because they're trying to push forward their own fucking bullshit is what it is, dude. So, anyway. Discover Stories TV appearances culminated with them receiving the John F. Kennedy Profile and Courage Award. What a fucking joke, dude. So the people who risk their careers for the greater good. Except you're not risking your careers for the greater good. You are sitting there pushing your bullshit fucking agenda of mass genocide of the unborn children in the fucking womb so that you can get fucking fame and fortune and a fucking name for yourself to make yourself look better as a fucking person, pieces of shit. So go fuck yourselves, cunts. Anyway. Says, but that attention had another edge. Says, stingent abortion foes put up billboards and sent out mailers in their districts calling for three Republicans baby killers. Because they fucking are, dude. They literally are killing kids in the womb. They are genocidal fucking maniacs is what they are, dude. Says, quote, when you're on CNN, you're on MSNBC, and you're on the front page of the New York Times and the front page of Washington Post, you're repeatedly sticking your finger in the eye of a lot of conservative folks. Republican Senate Majority Leader Shane Massey said Massey said abortion wasn't the only issue. The Republican Senate sister senators says their opponents did a good job of painting them as the squishy and out of touch because they fucking are, dude, is what it is, 100%. Says voters Lexington County conservative suburbs west of Columbia, South Carolina, said they couldn't trust in Shealy after electing her 3 times. So yeah, she had the ability to be in there 3 times, dude. And of course, you can't be fucking trusted then when she's pushing shit like that. Is what it is. Going to business for herself is what it is, there, man. Which is this Katrina woman right here is what it is there. This lady right here is what it is, who's 69 years old, by the way. Which, by the way, that is retirement age, people. It's not fucking going to power, is what it is, assholes. We need to start electing a younger demographic of people anyway in this country, dude. Not a bunch of old fucking geriatric fucks is what it is, dude. They're all baby boomers and shit like that is what it is there. So, anyway. Let's see, where was that now? Yeah, so quote, she lost me on the abortion vote, Alexis Malt said, and I don't think I need to just elect a woman to be represented equally. Exactly, and that's the whole point, dude. That's what it is, by the way. They're pushing, like, the whole equality thing, and it's like, no, dude. Just because you're a fucking woman doesn't need to be elected in the power to represent women is what it is, bro. And again, that's very sexist anyway, for that matter. So, anyway, so historically, it's been worse in South Carolina Senate for women. Said there are no women there from 2009 2013. And you know what happened in 2009 2013? I'm pretty sure South Carolina was actually a decent place then. Just saying, man. So when Seeley was first elected, her goals were protecting veterans, women, families, children, and other vulnerable groups. See, that right there, like that whole mantra, dude, sounds like some fucking leftist shit, honestly, and a rhino cunt, honestly, is what it is there, which I wouldn't be surprised at all for that matter. It would be no different than Matt Dolan's bitch ass here in Ohio, dude, where the guy ran as a Republican after losing as a fucking Democrat, knowing he couldn't get elected as a Democrat in that district. And it makes total sense for her to do the same thing, honestly, there in South Carolina. Anyway, so during 12 years in the Senate, that Katrina woman has made big impacts. Says 48 of her bills have passed, including those that require a review of every suspicious child death, ban sub-minimum wages for people with disabilities, and require the state to come up with a plan to deal with increasing cases of dementia. Says no senator has passed more legislation in recent years. So, fuck, man. It's a quote, we've helped children and helped families, helped disabled, we've helped women, and we've helped our veterans. That Katrina woman said after her runoff loss. And what am I so worried about is who is going to do that now. I don't know. Maybe the person that beat your ass in the fucking election, lady. Jesus. You know. Anyway, it said, Dana said she made small differences too. Said women's bathrooms in the Senate office building were gray and drab when she arrived. She brought in her own art and knickknacks and stocked them with lotions and other items. The fuck? What the fuck does a woman's bathroom have to do with politics, bro? Jesus fucking Christ, man. I'm sure the men's bathroom is the same fucking way, you idiots. Like, Jesus, lady. Fucking, dude, they are really trying to push the fucking feminist / misandrous aspect in this fucking article, aren't they, man? The AP really is a joke as a fucking news organization, dude, for real. Like, this is exactly why we're here, man, what I'm reading right now. Anyway. So it's been an effort to drag change in the General Assembly where women have often been marginalized and not forgotten. On that Katrina woman's first day, 2013, the session opened with "Gentlemen of the Senate, please rise." I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty funny, dude. Well, probably because there's only dudes in there. Then is my guess. Like, 11 years ago. So, anyway. Says chagrin, leadership changed it to gentleman and lady of the Senate. So that woman said that it was belittling too because it suggested there were different levels of membership. Sessions now open with members of the Senate. Again, that's how it should have been, honestly, the entire time, dude. Anyway. So that lady often looked at the walls of the Senate chambers and saw no women honored with a portrait. So, who gives a shit? Again, stop playing any politics, lady, for real. It said you can tell how tough it is by some of the comments made by some people in the lobby. Things like, women aren't fit to serve. Well, you're a great example of that, woman. And, quote, God doesn't want us here. It said she said during her last year's abortion debate, well, God's pretty smart. If God didn't want us here, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't be here. Well, see, and that's the thing, though, right? Like, you're going to sit there and say that shit, woman, Katrina, but yet you're going to vote to literally kill kids in the womb and mass genocide them is what it is. So what the fuck, woman? And again, it's all to make a name for yourself at the end of the day because you want fucking national attention is what it is there. It's no different than that piece of shit Justin Jones there in Tennessee fucking grandstanding on dead kids' fucking graves, dude, to push fucking gun control there in the Tennessee chambers, making it for himself. Or like that piece of shit Justin Pearson, who was his fucking buddy, or that fucking cunt Gloria Johnson. They were all trying to push shit for their own fucking agendas, dude, what it is. And like I said, that right there, because you are literally going into business for yourself, slap right across the fucking face, dude. Auto DQ, you're out of office, bitch. Remove from the chambers immediately then. Anyway, so the group called South Carolina Women in Leadership. It's in its 6th year encouraging women to run for office. They train Democrats and Republicans to become better candidates for local and statewide races and support them when they get elected. I'm guessing they also support them financially is what it is then. But they said getting more women in office will take time. That said that Katrina woman didn't win her first race. Neither did fellow Republican Gusherson. So each of the so-called sister senators said the GOP is tougher on women because of a conservative thoughts on gender roles. So a man finds problems, a woman complains. A man is forceful and decisive. A woman is bossy and pushy. Because that is the truth. Literally, dude. Like, that's the thing, right? You let a bunch of men get together and do something, dude. They're gonna fucking do something good, most likely. You get a bunch of stupid fucking cunts together in a room. They're gonna sit there and bitch and moan for fucking 7 hours, and they come up with nothing, is what it is. Hell, look at fucking Congress, for God's sake. How many females are in that, dude? Who are pushing the fucking abortion, pushing the abortion on demand bullshit. Who are the ones pushing fucking gun control all the time? By the way, if you look at most gun control in this country, too, for that matter, now, it's a bunch of fucking Democrat white women that are pushing that shit, dude. And if it's not Democrat white women, then it's fucking a bunch of Democrat black women pushing the shit then. As the primary sponsors of it in many cases. And if it's not those two, then it's some fucking Democrat dude then. So, who's usually a minority too, for that matter. And it's very interesting because you look at all gun control in this country's history, it's all classist and racist, dude. Legitimately. Fucking Jim Crow shit was racist as fuck. It was classist as fuck. It was all garbage, is what it was. So, anyway. Let's see where we're at now. Yeah, it said it can be exhausting sometimes. Felt like I was always being judged in a way my friends who are Democrats were not, Gustafson said after her primary loss. So she gave her goodbye speech. Shealy brought out the $36,000 Lantern Trophy the Profile and Courage group gives to its winners. Her 4 original sister senators, only Matthews will remain next session, said walked to help her as she struggled a little to get out of its case. So she was okay. So this Katrina woman couldn't even get the fucking trophy out of the case and had to have somebody else help her do it, man. Like, what a joke, bro. What a fucking joke, man. Such a bunch of stupid bullshit is what it is. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the day. I gotta make these calls then. I gotta find a number for that dude anyway and make the call then. So, figure out what's going on here with this thing. Hopefully I can get my apartment then still is what it is and then go from there. So, yeah. I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on here right now and see about that one then. So, need to go back there and see if I can find a number for these robbed real estate people actually right now. So I can make this fucking call right now. Okay, well that was the other people. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to call my sister back on that one then. Because I'm not finding a number for these people now. The only thing I'm finding is for the people that were the group that basically did the checks is what it was there. So yeah, hopefully we can figure it out. Like I said, I got about a week though to fucking pack everything up, and if that be the case then. So I don't know, man. But anyway, I'll be back on later, probably tomorrow night actually with Honda and Company. I was hoping he'd do a chat last night, but he didn't, unfortunately, because we were going to talk about some of this stuff then and then go from there. But yeah, got to get this done then because it's supposed to be a week from now is when that apartment's actually going to be supposedly done. And definitely want to call them up today since we got this might be the last day they're actually in for the week because 4th of July is Thursday then. And I'm sure they'll be out for that then is what it is. So anyway, but yeah, other than that though, hopefully my shit is not an issue then pretty soon and I can actually get this new apartment. And it won't be an issue because it can actually just go for my sister's thing because it's going to be her paying for the whole thing anyway then. Because I even told him that in the thing I sent to him. I was like, yeah, dude, it's going to be my sister that's going to be paying for the, deposits and everything like that, the first, last, all that stuff like that, and like a bunch of months of the rent then until I can get actual money myself. Then is what it'll be then from the sale of this fucking house is what it'll be, man. So it's like, yeah, it's just a bunch of shit. That's what it is, dude. So. I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna try and make this call then and figure it out from here. Then I'll give you guys an update when I have one. Then, but other than that, it's been fun. It's been real. Stay safe, stay vigilant, all that good stuff. Always be carrying because you never know what's gonna happen. And other than that, peace out, y'all. Later on.